Tanzania, the land of the cool kids. Are you a cool kid? Yeah, every single one of us are, even us kids at heart. But really, seriously, my name's Isa Leton, and may I say that the honor is truly mine to be here with all of you today, especially for the children, because there is truly a bright future waiting for them through education. It's something very, very close to my heart, and it's something I do fully believe in. So when it comes to our children, how can we help them reach this truly bright future? How else than through education? Why? Why is that? Because through education, we help them explore and discover a world well within their reach. They get starting to writing things down, writing their goals, writing their ambitions, plus the steps they need to actually get there. And once they do that, then the future actually comes within their grasp. And they can then start to make wonderful things happen. But rewind all that, where does it start? Writing things down, right? So today, yeah, writing it down. Cool. Thanks for listening. So today, BIC invited 200 kids from the Children's Hour and Caliton Classroom to get to explore and experience Kidzania. Today, what's in store for them? They get to explore different role-playing activities, get a sneak peek into the different professions that they may actually want to pursue when they grow up. BIC also gave each one of them a very special BIC Building My Brighter Future workbook. Inside the workbook, there are questions that allow the kids to think about their strengths, their weaknesses, and at the same time encouraging them to talk about their goals and aspirations. With this, BIC hopes to encourage kids to actually learn more about themselves and realize the importance of pursuing their dreams through education. And with your support, our friends from the media, we can all help the kids write a better future for themselves. So why don't we get to know some of the very special men and women who made all this possible? To formally begin the program and to welcome us to this afternoon's event, here's the Deputy General Manager of BIC Asia, once again, Mr. Frederic Dumon. Good afternoon.
Hello, thank you. Well, thank you all. It was very exciting outside. It will be a little bit more serious inside, but never mind, we have kids also. So, to start, to our distinguished guests and speakers, Miss Trina, first I will start with Philstar Distributor Corporation, Miss Trina Alindogan and Mr. Sito Likarko. We have from Children's House over there, Miss Ned Garcia, Miss Jessie Belmonte, Mr. Jason Kalbatse, if my pronunciation is correct, and Miss Tina Abe-Samis. And we have from Yellow Boat of Hope, Mr. Jay Raboneta. Not last but not least, as we say, from Cariton Classroom, we have our Honorable Mr. Efren Pena Florida, which I'm sure everybody knows here. Thank you for joining us. To our distinguished, of course, round of applause for the association. To our distinguished customers, obviously, because that's also very important, and our friends from the media present in this room, and maybe more important, to the kids, right? Because we do have some kids here and they are not playing now, so it's not so fun for them, but we will release them very soon. So thank you first to be here with all of us. I would like so to thank first of you all to come, because today it's a big day. It's a great day, in fact, for education and handwriting. Our host just mentioned a very inspirational speech about education and handwriting, and indeed that starts there. BIC, as a global stationery company, we have always been supporting the social progress and access to universal education. It's not new to us, and in fact most of our subsidiaries and employees are involved in such activities. We do several things. Of course, it can take form of donation, financial or product donation, or as well volunteer work. In fact, if I think of BIC, even I would say back to our DNA and our vision, which is offer simple, reliable, inventive and affordable products for everyone, everywhere, every time. Yeah, I know that. I have one also. And our DNA, yes, is to offer this. And our founder, in fact, Marcel BIC, had a dream to put a pen in every single hand. That was back in the 50s. Probably you know this type of pen, or the orange one, similar to crystal orange. And his dream was to put pen in every single hand. At that time, back in the 50s, not sure you are too young to know this, but the students, particularly schoolgirls and schoolboys, were writing with this type of fountain pen, right, and inks. And the idea of Marcel BIC was, in fact, to get a pen, an affordable pen, working for a long time and very accessible to all, to support this, in fact, to put a kind of mass market type of writing. So it's back to our DNA. And having said so, BIC currently, if I relate to the United Nations, maybe some of you know that they defined back in 2015 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And the number 4 of these Sustainable Development Goals is to promote the learning for the whole life, and as well as access to education equality and universal. So we are committed to support this. It's not only BIC, obviously, there are many other companies, but we are the forefront of it. So I was just talking about 2015, but more recent, if we consider 2017, which is this year, BIC launched the Bright Futures Are Written by Hand. This was the campaign for the back to school in the Philippines. And you may wonder, why are we still talking about handwriting at the age of digitalization, at the age of iPhones? Everybody has an iPhone now taking a video. And in fact, yes, of course, the world is changing. We all know that we all have internet. You can order probably an ice cream or a pizza and you get it the next hour delivered to your doorstep. And the world is open via internet. But let's not forget that writing, for kids particularly, of course, is very essential in their development. In fact, if you consider just the writing alone, the writing, the handwriting, it supports their creativity, it enhances their memory even, because when you write you have to memorize, but of course also very obviously their motor skills and their cognitive skills. So it's something very important. I was just saying that I have a little a boy. He's a very adorable and very naughty 2-year-old boy. He's crying and shouting like just a little girl over there. But believe it or not, he can use my iPhone. He literally take the iPhone. I don't know how he get my code, but he is able to unlock the iPhone. He's 2-year-old. Huh? He is able to go to the app photo video, and he is able to select his favorite video, which is Baby Shark for the one who has kids. But yet, when we have activities together, or when we want to have fun, and for his own development, we love to draw with big coloring, obviously, range, and it's something that we have a lot of fun together with. It's good for his development, it's good for fun, and doesn't mean that because he likes the video on the iPhone, he cannot write. So both are complementary, and still writing is very key and essential in the development of the kids. So we should not forget this. And probably, I'm not sure if you remember, for the adults, back in elementary school, how many times we had to do this kind of exercise when the teacher were asking us to describe what we would like to do when we are adults. We had to write so many essays on these kind of things. And kids, before they fall asleep when I speak, I have a very special sentence for you, which I will try to pronounce to my best. If I ask you what you want to do when you grow up in Filipino, or Tagalog, I should say, ano ang gusto ninyong maging paglaki ninyo? Does that sound right? Okay. So who are the kids? Please, a kid, tell me what you want to do. Shout out loud because you don't have the mic, so unless we give them. Huh? A teacher. Wow. Okay.
Ang gusto ko po maging, pagkalaki ko po, ay photographer.
Photographer. I saw you at the coffee, by the way, before we come here, so I know you are onto it already.